I think one of the things I experienced in this project is how personal a project could be for somebody.
It was more than bricks and mortar. It meant a lot to a lot of people. So that was very satisfying.
This project was a temple. A lot of different things that we usually don't see on a building. Imported artwork, high-end finishes, chetty that goes up 100 feet off the roof. A lot of challenges to make those things built right. Great thing for our self-perform guys. They got to work on a building that they'll never see again in the world.
Lots of people ask, why you build this temple? Why Thai people want to build this temple? The king of Thailand was born at Nawamintararachutis Hospital, 1927. King is a very well-respected king. Everybody loved him. And so Thai people, for years, they want to build this temple as a gift to give to the king.
I work with a lot of the big contractors around here, and I do not know of anyone who would have got near how consigli has been on this project. There was a lot of scope in flux, a lot of value engineering, keeping the budget under control. It ended up that consigli had to install all the Thai materials, which was extremely hard because they were packed and shipped over here expecting to be put in place by the Thai contractor. So that was a very big challenge right at the end of the project.
Both the drawings on paper and then also the specifications were in another language, so trying to understand how to assemble and install materials from another country is hard enough to begin with, but then trying to understand how it's actually supposed to be installed on drawings that are not in English makes it a lot tougher. One of the other big challenges for the project was the materials. Many of the materials for this building all came from overseas, so tracking those materials, when they were actually going to be built overseas, when they were going to be shipped, and then when those containers would arrive here.
The main staircase in the front of the temple was actually all fabricated in Thailand. It's a brass staircase that's got a black etching stain on it. Reps from Thailand came out, they did a laser scan of the existing steel that we had put in, and then prefabricated it in Thailand, actually assembled it in Thailand to basically make sure everything would fit, and then sent it out. Unfortunately, there was some miscalculations on the dimensions, so consigli was brought in to really help with one of our steel erectors and basically make it all work and bring it all together. Some of the aspects included a lot of custom millwork that came from Thailand. Unfortunately, due to the difference in climates, there was actually a lot of issues with the finishes when it got here. So our carpenters actually went through that thing top to bottom, resanded the whole thing and refinished all of it, and it looks amazing now.
Another way in which consigli is unique is they do a lot of self-performance. So there's a lot of very skilled guys within the company that would almost invariably otherwise be subcontractors who were able to bring this up to standard so the place was absolutely gleaming for the opening.
There was over 40,000 man-hours in self-perform alone. We kept a crew of about 15 carpenters, laborers, and masons here consistently over the 3-year duration of the project.
The client is actually the temple, and so we had to work with them throughout the process as far as just understanding what was important, some of the religious aspects of just being cautious about how we did our jobs. 2/3 of the way through the project, we opened up part of the temple to the monks. They actually moved into their dorm rooms. So we had to basically be cognizant of that and section off those parts of the temple from our construction site and always be aware of them being around.
Quality control on all of our projects is the utmost importance. But here on this project, it was a lot tougher in that instead of dealing with just your traditional or typical architects, we were now also dealing with a number of the monks that actually lived here in the building. And the way we look at things and the way a monk looks at things are much different.
When they had the grand opening, and you saw an enormous contingent of Thai Buddhist monks who were stationed all over the world come here and see the Thai community and consigli and everyone's families and so on. It's pretty cool.
To see the public come in, 2,000 people here, smiles on their face, and seeing everything go through, was very happy that day that we were able to open this on time and get the people in to see this project.
The event in June is amazing. It's like one of the biggest festivals I've ever seen in my life. I also want to thank Consigli. You know, before the ceremony, it was like months, day and night work. And you come here at 12 o'clock midnight, they're still here working. You know, they sit here cleaning and actually finish all the details. And you know, and that day it was sparkling. It was beautifully done. The team demonstrated they are really care. They understand the culture. Everybody from Consigli team, they are proud of working on this project. They really coming from their heart.
It's easy to forget, I guess, how much went into it. I think when you see it and it's done and people are living here and people are actually using the place, you're just happy to see that everyone's actually really enjoying it and excited about it, and it's really doing what it's meant to do for the community.
This is just a unique project, and you'll see that a lot of people say it's a once-in-a-lifetime project, and it really is. It's the largest Thai Buddhist temple in the world outside of Thailand. Pictures don't do it justice. Once you get here on site, you see the magnitude of the building and the spaces within it.
Without a GC like Consigli on a project like this, I do not know if we'd have got it done. I don't think the outcome would be the same, and it would have been far more stressful, far more unpleasant. I mean, it's obviously had its tough moments because it's a complicated project that had a lot of input from different directions, different cultural aspects and angles that made sometimes the simplest thing quite hard. And that was all handled extremely well by Consigli. Very easy to work with and very effective.
As you know, the Buddhists believe the incarnation. Working together on a project like this is like, you know, we all probably know each other from previous life, and now we met again and work together to accomplish, you know, this historical beauty. I will have no hesitation to recommend anybody to work with Consigli.
Nawamintararachutis